Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4, and today, WTF is The Thing, the board game. Ooh, Lipstickpaddy is on holiday, so this is a pre-recorded video, but it still shows his enthusiasm for the game. So, Lipstickpaddy, please take it away. Well, good evening, peeps. It's Friday night here in the studio. Now, this Kickstarter, The Thing, the board game, finally an official board game of The Thing, because if you've been following my channel, you know that there was an unofficial game of The Thing. I won't talk about it here, but the thing that, well, I'll say, when you became The Thing in that game, you didn't really have much options in it. But anyway, I'm here to talk about The Thing. Now, this has come a little bit late. I wanted to see the Kickstarter mature a little bit, and this is coming out in almost a week after it launched, because I'm on holiday this week. I'm not going to be back in the studio until Saturday, as we're going on holiday here in Mexico. So, anyway, this game has unlocked enough now for us to greenlight it, because at the start you needed 4 players, but that's changed. Goes down to solo, 2-player, 3-player, 4-player now, all the way up. So really great stuff is happening here. Now, what I love about this is they can include all the minis for the great enemies that are in The Thing. Rob Bottin's amazing special effects that he did for the film, and The Thing in my top 10 all-time movies, so I love The Thing. And it's ending in October 14, which is when all my other Kickstarters are coming in around that week. So if we've got the funds, we're going to be definitely getting this. It's shortlisted to be backed by us, and who knows what it's unlocked by then. The value proposition is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we'll see how far it's got in its first 5 days when we go down the page. Now, it's a 1 to 8 player game. This is fantastic. Oh my god, this is going to be great, because it's going to be a very tense experience, especially the way that you can get attacked by the Thing and you become a team of the Thing. You know, you become a traitor in the game is what it's like, but you can effectively infect other people when you're in the same room as them. It says 15 minutes per player, which I doubt if there's 1 player it's going to be 15 minutes this game, but if it's 2, like that 15 minutes per player is still here when it said 4 to 8. Anyhow, it doesn't really matter. You can imagine if you've got 8 people playing this game, it's going to go longer than 2 hours, maybe. You can see the board here, pretty much following the film. You've got the underground bits here of the boiler room and stuff like that. You've got the broken helicopter, the snowmobile. I think one thing I would have liked to have seen is McCready's tower out here, if the board was extended a little bit. So that's kind of like, where's McCready's tower? Why have they not got that in? But anyhow, they've done what they could in the space that they wanted to put this in anyway, and all that good stuff. And things that can go on in the room, for example, if the boiler gets completely destroyed, you're going to start getting cold. There's this freezing action here where you get colder and colder and colder, and to get warm, for example, you can burn a room. You can completely burn it out, so that room becomes unusable. All the rooms have special things, and it almost gives me the feeling when I was a child playing Escape from Cold Deeds, where you went around the map and stuff, because here it's like you need to go here to the armory, and then you need to go here for the, you know, for the radio tower, and you need to go in and down there for the boiler and stuff. So it's got some really cool stuff going on here. Now the playthroughs got me really excited, but I really wanted to see where it's going, because we're going to end up unlocking the full cast from the game, which is good as well. And it looks like they are going to be upgrading all the cubes and stuff. Now, there was a stretch goal to get a special weather dice, but it's going to come in the box anyway. And this is the first time I've come back here, so we'll see how much that is as an add-on. I don't like early bird stuff, but anyway, they did what they did. These roll cards here, which tell you you're human or you are the thing, it's very similar to Shadows over Camelot, where you're going to have these underneath your player board with one person, the thing, at the beginning of the game. So you've got that traitor, but here the traitors can get larger and larger, because if you're a human, you're trying to kill the thing or escape, and if you're the thing, you're trying to stop the humans. But if you become a thing, your game objective changes, and you're then collaborating as the thing and trying to kill all the humans. So nice. 51 action cards, tons of stuff happening. Different items and location cards, weapons going on, all highly thematic. Now, for me as a fan of the movie, they've gone for this art style instead of the pictures of the actors, but I would have preferred pictures of the actors, because it's pulling them right in, right? I want to see McCready. I want to see him here as Kurt Russell, and it's a little bit of a shame. They could have done an artistic render of Kurt Russell instead of going this comic book style that they've gone for, but neither here or there. Strange pink bag for the Contagion bag, and that's been unlocked as well to have the thing on it, and I'm sure the lab bag is going to go the same as well. Minis are looking nice. They've got the robotic monsters here, and it's coming a year away, so these are kind of all just basic ones. Now, if you look at these minis, I'm a massive fan. Like I said, it's one of my favorite films, and if I'm looking at this, it's hard to spot the full cast here. It really is, because they're following the you know what, the comic book style. The glow-in-the-dark dice, that was the early bird, and I don't really care about that, to be honest. I guess it's nicely translucent, that's what it's nice, but like, you can see this character here of the captain, and it just doesn't look like the captain, and it's a shame that they're not doing it historically. It's one of my down points of it, but you might not have this. I mean, you've got Palmer here, the hippie, smoking some wacky-backy here, but the mini doesn't look like him, does it? And but anyhow, also we're getting like all the, you know, you've got like currency in the game that you need to keep up, like fuel tanks to fuel the heat and that. Childs here looks really cool. Like, it pretty much looks very similar to Childs in the movie. Great character, and all the characters as well have their own different powers as well, which is nice. The box is starting to get pimped out now, and all the components are getting upgraded as well. Nice plastic doors here with the thing escaping. I like the detail in this one. And the card weight is unlocked. Food's now going into plastic shapes, and more characters, and they're just going to be pimping it, pimping it, pimping it, pimping it. How far can the stretch goals go? But they've been burning through a lot, actually, because it's been unlocking every... you know, it's like short stretches between them, I'll say that. So why are we pledging on Kickstarter? I like when they do this. the game needs your funding, of course. The base game is going to have a value of 95, they've said, so you're getting a €20 discount. I'm always a little bit weary of that, because when it goes to retail, you often get the price below the RRP, and it might go on sale in the future and stuff like that. So, you know, that's another worry that there is the Kickstarter exclusives. It doesn't look like it's got any. It says, however, that many of the stretch goals will only be available as a separate product at an additional cost. So, and many stretch goals will be exclusive and not more available after the campaign ends. So, if we go up here, oh yeah, it does have some Kickstarter exclusive badges on here, which is okay. So you need to back it to get Parma, which stinks, because if you get the retail, you're not going to get Parma. Come on. And you're not going to get Childs if you go retail. What's going on here? So, yeah, it's like you're going to need to want these. You've got Blair here, and oh, why not just comic book the actor? So you've got the actor's likeness. I want it to emote the movie, and at the minute the art of the characters is not emoting it, so I'm a little bit disappointed. You can probably tell I'm disappointed in that. But yeah, weather conditions, you might have to crank up the heat for the round. Maintenance of the base as it gets damaged. The alien has his move, if you know there's an alien, is one of the players. Phase 3 is only if you know that. And phase 3 then is your team going round the board, fixing things and finding things and all that good stuff that's going on. And there's a contagion check when you get certain items in the game, like you get some hot wire that you can warm up with a flamethrower to test blood, or you get some blood packs and you know, you test it that way. So it's using the themes coming out of the game. All pretty good though. There's a good phase here where you can accuse somebody of them, and they have this nice track here which is the suspect level. So if you see somebody do something suspect in the game, for example, give a card that deliberately damages something, then it's like, why are you doing that? Because I only have this card in my deck, all the rest are bad too. Do you believe them or not? When it gets to phase 5, you can accuse them, they go up the suspect level, and if they keep going up this, they will eventually get caught out, although they can get this reset if you test if they're an alien and they're not an alien. This chart resets them, so it's all good. That's your phase 6. And your peeps are going to get hungry as well. So you can eat food raw, or you can cook it. There's like there's those kind of actions in emergency. You might just need to eat it. And there is the dogs that are moving around here too. And it says dogs are very dangerous, and you've got to try and catch them and shut them in the kennel. So there's these kind of side objectives that are necessary to do. Now, the videos are very positive. It certainly looks a lot better than Who Goes There? That game. And partly because when you become the thing, the game gets more exciting in this game. It's similar to the Shadows over Camelot. When you're the traitor, things get interesting. Rulebook's available. Nice, nice, nice. It's on Tabletop Simulator. They've got high optimism for the game, that if you try it, you'll like it. The different zones here, and it's a funny one actually how they've done those zones, because Zone D is usually the most expensive, and they put Italy there. And another one, if you look at the pledge, it does say Mexico here, but where's this in the zones? Where's the most rest of the world? I don't know. Where's Mexico lying in your zones? Pick the most expensive, and it's 25. So actually fairly good shipping in that regard. So all good. Get the Kickstarter exclusive of the thing shipped for 100 euros. That's pretty good actually. If it's a 1 to 8 player game and it's, you know, fully unlocked and stuff. Yeah, this is it. We really need to see. Got a few of the designers here. We really need to see how it's getting unlocked. And there we go. So it's a definite remind me one. Go up to the top. Go up to the top, Kickstarter. Yeah, get your reminder on this one, because when you come here in the final 48 hours and it's unlocked all the cast, it's unlocked all the special features, more cards, and it's really fulfilled everything. It'll be a super hot prospect. And it could be a fantastic game with a full game license of the thing. Finally giving you the feeling that when you're the thing, it's going to be a very interesting game, isn't it? And you're going to have that suspicious, that tenseness around you, and oh, it's looking good, peeps. Just need to see where the stretch goals are moving, because if it's got a lot of Kickstarter exclusives, I won't wait for retail. I'm going to have to shortlist this up to the top so it gets backed. What can I say? It's one of my favourite themes, peeps, in horror movies. It's my favourite horror movie. Oh, man. Anyway, that's the thing, the board game. Well, if you're watching this, I'm still on holiday most likely, but I'll be back on Saturday covering any Kickstarters that come out next week, or this week if you're watching this now. There's going to be some monsters that I miss, but when I get back to the office on Saturday, I'm going to have a busy one, probably. So until then, peeps, you take care, stay safe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please, and do tell your friends about it if you want to help the channel. Tell your friends about the channel. There we go. And thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.